Welcome back to Bull Mindset. Have you ever noticed that some of your worst trading decisions happen after you have already been making decisions all morning? Maybe you felt tired, impatient, or unable to follow your trading plan. In today's video, you will learn how decision fatigue silently damages trading performance and how successful traders use simple morning routines to preserve focus, discipline, and mental energy. Stay until the end, because I will share practical techniques you can start using tomorrow morning to improve your trading psychology. And if you enjoy trading mindset content, consider subscribing to Bull Mindset. Now let us begin. Most traders spend a lot of time looking for better strategies. They search for better indicators. They search for better entries. They search for better market analysis. But very few traders spend time improving the quality of their decisions. And that is a problem. Because trading is a decision-making profession. Every trade begins with a decision. Every risk adjustment begins with a decision. Every entry, every exit, every moment of patience, every moment of discipline. Everything depends on decision quality. The challenge is that the human brain has limits. Mental energy is not unlimited. Willpower is not unlimited. Focus is not unlimited. The more decisions you make, the more mental resources you consume. This is called decision fatigue. Decision fatigue occurs when the quality of your decisions declines after making many decisions over a period of time. Think about your phone battery. When the battery is fully charged, everything works smoothly. Performance is strong. The phone responds quickly. But as the battery drains, performance starts decreasing. Your brain operates in a similar way. Every decision uses a small amount of mental energy. Most people never notice this because the decline happens gradually. But traders often feel the effects. A trader may begin the day calm and disciplined. A few hours later, the same trader becomes impatient. The same trader begins forcing setups. The same trader ignores risk management. The same trader becomes emotional. What changed? Often, mental energy was depleted. And depleted mental energy creates poor decisions. Now let us talk about why this matters so much in trading. Imagine two traders using exactly the same strategy. Both traders understand market structure. Both traders understand risk management. Both traders understand entries and exits. Yet one trader performs significantly better. Why? Because strategy is only part of the equation. Execution matters. And execution depends on decision quality. A great strategy, combined with poor decisions, often produces poor results. A solid strategy, combined with strong decision-making, often produces consistency. This is why trading psychology is so important. Now let us discuss something many successful people understand. Routines preserve energy. Professional athletes use routines. Military organizations use routines. Business leaders use routines. Pilots use checklists. Surgeons use procedures. Why? Because routines reduce unnecessary decisions, and reducing unnecessary decisions preserves mental energy. This is exactly what traders should do. Many traders wake up and immediately begin making dozens of random decisions. What should I check first? Which market should I analyze? Should I watch this video? Should I read this news article? Should I check social media? Should I trade gold? Should I trade Forex? Should I trade crypto? Every one of these decisions consumes mental resources. Individually, they seem small. Collectively, they become significant. Now imagine a different approach. Imagine waking up at the same time every day, following the same routine, reviewing the same checklist, preparing the same way. Suddenly, many decisions disappear. Mental energy is preserved, focus improves, clarity improves, and trading performance often improves as well. Now let us discuss the psychology behind routines. The human brain loves patterns. The brain seeks efficiency. Whenever an action becomes repetitive, the brain learns how to perform it using less effort. This is why habits are powerful. When your morning routine becomes automatic, preparation requires less mental energy. You do not need to think about every step. You simply follow the process. And that is exactly what professional traders do. They reduce uncertainty. They reduce chaos. They reduce decision fatigue. Because they understand something important. Mental energy should be reserved for the market, not wasted before the market opens. Now, let us discuss a common mistake. Many traders start the day by consuming information. Social media, news, videos, trading groups, market opinions, predictions, forecasts. The problem is not information itself. The problem is overload. Too much information creates confusion. Confusion creates hesitation. Hesitation creates stress, and stress consumes mental energy. Professional traders often filter information aggressively. They focus only on information that directly supports their process. Everything else becomes noise. This creates clarity, and clarity supports discipline. Now let us talk about another important concept: emotional energy. Most traders think only about financial capital, but emotional capital is equally important. Every stressful situation consumes emotional energy. Every argument consumes emotional energy. Every distraction consumes emotional energy. Every unnecessary decision consumes emotional energy. By the time some traders sit in front of the charts, they have already exhausted a large portion of their emotional resources. This makes patience more difficult. This makes discipline more difficult. This makes emotional control more difficult. Professional traders understand this. They protect emotional energy just as carefully as they protect financial capital. Now let us discuss what a strong morning routine actually does. A strong routine creates predictability. Predictability creates stability. Stability creates confidence, and confidence improves execution. When your preparation process remains consistent, your mind feels calmer. When your mind feels calmer, emotions become easier to manage. When emotions become easier to manage, discipline improves. This chain reaction is powerful, and it begins before the first trade is ever placed. Now imagine a trader who wakes up late. Everything feels rushed. The trader checks social media, sees someone posting huge profits, begins comparing performance, then reads negative market news, then sees conflicting opinions from other traders, then rushes into market analysis. The session begins with stress. Now imagine another trader. The morning is structured. No social media. No unnecessary information. The trader reviews key levels, reviews risk limits, reviews trade criteria. The session begins with clarity. Which trader is more likely to remain disciplined? The answer is obvious. The difference is not intelligence. The difference is preparation. Now let us discuss another important truth. Motivation is unreliable. Many traders wait until they feel motivated, but motivation changes constantly. Some mornings motivation is high. Some mornings it is low. Some mornings confidence is strong. Some mornings confidence is weak. Professional traders do not rely on motivation. They rely on systems. They rely on routines, because routines work regardless of mood, and consistency requires reliability. This is one of the biggest mindset shifts traders must make. Stop depending on motivation. Start depending on structure. Structure creates consistency. Consistency creates discipline, and discipline creates long-term success. Now let us discuss another powerful benefit of morning automation: reduced anxiety. When traders do not know what comes next, uncertainty increases. When uncertainty increases, stress often increases. A structured routine removes uncertainty. The trader knows exactly what happens next. The process becomes familiar. The mind becomes calmer. And calm minds make better decisions. This is one reason why professional traders often appear relaxed. It is not because they never feel pressure. It is because they have systems that reduce unnecessary pressure. And systems create confidence. If you are finding value in this lesson, consider subscribing to Bull Mindset. Because mastering trading psychology is not only about controlling emotions during trades, it is also about creating habits that support better trades before trades even begin. Now let us discuss one final idea before moving into real-world examples. Successful trading is often less about doing more and more about doing fewer things consistently. Many traders search for complexity. Professional traders often seek simplicity. Simple routines, simple preparation, simple rules, simple execution. Because simplicity reduces mental strain, and reducing mental strain improves performance. The goal is not to become a robot. The goal is to preserve mental energy for the decisions that truly matter. And that begins with how you start your morning. In the next section, we will explore real-world trading examples that show exactly how decision fatigue damages performance and how automated morning routines can dramatically improve consistency, focus, and discipline. Now let us continue with some real trading examples. Imagine a trader who wakes up at different times every day. Some mornings begin at 5 o'clock. Other mornings begin at 7 o'clock. Sometimes breakfast is skipped. Sometimes social media is checked for an hour. Sometimes market preparation is rushed. Nothing is consistent. As a result, mental performance is inconsistent. Some trading days feel focused. Other trading days feel chaotic. The trader cannot understand why results fluctuate so much. The strategy remains the same. The market remains the same. But preparation changes constantly, and preparation directly affects execution. Now imagine another trader. Every trading day begins with the same sequence. Wake up, drink water, light exercise, review economic events, review key levels, review risk parameters, review trading rules, then begin monitoring the market. The process is repeated every day. The routine becomes automatic. Mental energy is preserved. The trader arrives at the trading session calm, focused, and prepared. Over time, this consistency creates a powerful advantage. Now let us examine another example. Imagine a trader who starts the morning by reading dozens of market opinions. One analyst says gold will rise. Another analyst says gold will fall. One trader predicts a breakout. Another predicts a reversal. The trader becomes overwhelmed. Instead of clarity, confusion appears. Instead of confidence, doubt appears. By the time a setup forms, the trader hesitates. Or worse, the trader enters without conviction and exits too early. The problem was not the setup. The problem was decision overload. Too many opinions created too many decisions. Now imagine a trader who follows a simple rule. Review only information directly connected to the trading plan. Ignore everything else. Suddenly the mind becomes quieter. The process becomes clearer. Decision-making becomes easier. This is the hidden power of filtering information. Now let us move into mental frameworks. The first framework is called Save Your Best Decisions for the Market. Think about this carefully. Not all decisions are equally important. Some decisions deserve attention, others do not. A trader should spend mental energy on trade selection, risk management, execution quality, emotional control. A trader should not spend mental energy deciding 50 small things before the session begins. Successful traders automate small decisions so they can focus on important decisions. This principle is simple. Reduce trivial decisions. Preserve energy for critical decisions. The second framework is called mental capital. Most traders understand financial capital, but few understand mental capital. Mental capital is your ability to think clearly, focus deeply, remain disciplined, and manage emotions. Every unnecessary decision reduces mental capital. Every distraction reduces mental capital. Every stressful interaction reduces mental capital. Professional traders protect mental capital aggressively because they know trading performance depends on it. Now let us discuss another framework, the framework of process confidence. Many traders try to build confidence from profits. This creates instability. Profits fluctuate, markets change, winning streaks end. When confidence depends entirely on profits, emotions become unstable. Professional traders build confidence from preparation. They trust their process. They trust their routine. They trust their execution. This type of confidence is more durable because it comes from behavior rather than outcomes. Now let us move into practical exercises. The first exercise is creating a morning trading checklist. This checklist should be simple. Review economic events. Review key levels. Review risk limits. Review watch list. Review trading rules. Nothing complicated. The goal is consistency. The checklist eliminates uncertainty, and uncertainty often creates stress. The second exercise is the first hour rule. During the first hour after waking up, avoid unnecessary information. Avoid social media. Avoid random videos. Avoid distractions. Allow the mind to begin the day calmly. Many traders notice immediate improvements in focus after implementing this habit. The third exercise is pre-market journaling. Before the session begins, write down answers to 3 questions. What is my primary focus today? What risks should I avoid today? What behaviors will define success today? This simple exercise creates intentionality, and intentionality improves discipline. Now let us discuss another important exercise, the decision audit. At the end of the trading day, review your decisions. Not your profits, not your losses, your decisions. Ask yourself, which decisions were necessary? Which decisions were unnecessary? Which decisions created stress? Which decisions could be automated tomorrow? Over time, this exercise reveals patterns, and those patterns often highlight opportunities for improvement. Now let us discuss emotional automation. Many traders automate chart analysis. Very few automate emotional preparation. Before every session, remind yourself of a few simple truths. Losses are part of trading. No trade is guaranteed. Patience is profitable. Risk must be respected. My job is execution, not prediction. These reminders create emotional stability, and emotional stability improves decision quality. Now let us discuss recovery. Mental energy requires recovery. A tired mind struggles to focus. A tired mind becomes emotional. A tired mind seeks shortcuts. Professional traders understand that recovery is part of performance. Sleep matters. Exercise matters. Nutrition matters. Breaks matter. Recovery is not a luxury. Recovery is a performance tool. Now let us discuss another important lesson. Consistency is built before the market opens. Many traders believe consistency begins with execution. Execution is important, but execution is influenced by preparation. Preparation influences focus. Focus influences discipline. Discipline influences results. Everything is connected. This is why successful traders take preparation seriously. Now let us talk about long-term success. The traders who survive for years are not necessarily the smartest. They are often the most disciplined, the most structured, the most consistent. They understand that success is built through repeated behaviors, not occasional moments of brilliance, not lucky trades, not emotional decisions, but repeated, disciplined actions, day after day, week after week, month after month. Now let us move toward the final takeaway. Decision fatigue is invisible. Most traders never notice it. They notice emotional trades. They notice impatience. They notice mistakes. But they do not notice the mental exhaustion creating those mistakes. That is why awareness is so important. The more decisions you make before trading, the less energy remains available during trading. The more structure you create, the more energy you preserve. The more energy you preserve, the better your decisions become. And better decisions create better results. Remember this. You do not need more complexity. You do not need more information. You do not need more opinions. Often what you need is less. Less chaos, less distraction, less decision overload, and more structure, more preparation, more consistency, more discipline. If you automate your mornings, you create an environment where good decisions become easier. And when good decisions become easier, trading performance improves. So tomorrow morning, do not focus only on the market. Focus on your routine. Focus on your preparation. Focus on protecting your mental energy. Because the quality of your trading day often depends on how your morning begins. If you found value in this lesson, subscribe to Bull Mindset. Keep strengthening your discipline. Keep protecting your focus. Keep improving your decision-making. And remember, profitable traders do not simply manage risk, they manage their minds. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next Bull Mindset video. Thanks for watching.